and I worked with a Canadian group called Tether, based in Vancouver, and they were a men's mental health online forum. And you throw in three things. So it's the Northern Hemisphere weather, particularly in winter. You throw in financial constraint, COVID, and the 2008, 2009 crash, like you mentioned earlier. And then you throw in this toxic narrative we're seeing on social media as well, body comparisons, Love Island, where everyone's perfectly chiseled. And I worked in modeling now for like almost 15 years in terms of, I do a lot of catwalks and fashion shows. And the worst mental health, Steve, I can tell you, in terms of body image is in models. Low self-esteem, eating disorders, anxiety in models, and self-harm. Self-harm is so common. But going back to self-harm, you mentioned 20 to 1, and that is very, very true. Because in medicine, almost 12 years where I've worked in A&E, majority, and I would say a vast majority, 90% of suicide attempts are women. In terms of, a lot of them are cries for help. We don't know if it's actually genuine suicide attempt, but when it comes to suicide successful, men are 2.5 to 3 times more likely to commit suicide than women. And again, it goes back to the left side of the brain. Men's logically wired brain will say, you're in existential pain, you're in pain. Only way to end the pain is to end something that's causing the pain. So if your life is causing the pain, let's end the pain. And so men's, you can understand where it comes from. And even in the battlefield, many soldiers, it's called falling on your sword. It's an old expression, falling on your sword.